Katya.
And I'm Rin.
And we're here at the Commonwealth Center for Holistic Herbalism in Boston, Massachusetts. Before we get started, I just want to remind you, please subscribe to our channel. We have so much fun stuff for you about herbs, about things that you need if you love herbs, like books and mason jars and tea strainers and all kinds of cool stuff. So subscribe and never miss a video.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some books.
Cool. All right.
So this book is called Icelandic Herbs and Their Medicinal Uses. It's written by Anna Rósa of Róbertsdóttir, who is an Icelandic herbalist who we met at the International Herb Symposium a lot of years ago.
One of the years.
Yeah, a lot of years ago.
I remember, whatever, yeah.
And when we got married and we went on our honeymoon to Iceland, we went to visit her, and that was super, super fun. You might be like, why are you talking about a book about Icelandic herbs? Here's why. Because the majority of the herbs in this book also grow in the Northeast and in lots of other places in the United States.
And in much of Europe, because most of the plants in here, and in a lot of ways, most of the plants on Iceland were brought there by humans. Mm-hmm. They were brought there either intentionally, and like intentionally planted or gardened, or else they traveled on a seed burr clinging to somebody's sheep that they shipped across the Icelandic Sea and ended up there. So so there's a lot of like really common friends in here, like your dandelions and your junipers and heathers and so on.
There's really only a handful of plants that don't grow here.
Yeah, and then there's a couple that are very like very, I don't know, they're just very Icelandic. They're very like, yeah, that's Iceland for you. Like lupin, which...
And rhodiola.
Rhodiola. Icelandic moss, of course, right?
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
But
like
those
crowberry, right? Yeah.
Those are plants also that you can still get even if you don't go to Iceland to get them.
Yeah.
But this book, first, it's beautiful, and again, it has just the right amount of information. Enough information to get you started, enough information to jog your memory, and to get you really interested.
Plus, information from older sources that you don't really see referenced so often. Like everybody will refer back to Nicholas Culpeper, right? Like or like John Gerard's Herbal. It's like to refer back to the English herbalists most frequently, but there were other people who were doing it. So like here with Lady's Mantle, Bjorn Halldórsson in 1783 said, "This herb is good to heal and clean wounds, bruised and applied, or taken as a decoction." And he goes on and on. But it's just these. Then it's not like extensively like this isn't an academic research into the historical uses of herbs, but there's just these little touches every now and then, or these little quotes, and it's nice to get a little bit of the flavor of the way some of the earlier Icelandic authors and herbalists would have thought about these plants. So that's cool.
Also, she does a great job of referencing current research, which I really like. So you're really getting that kind of broad perspective of, for each herb, here's this historical application, and then also here is the current scientific research that's being done on that plant.
I have to bookmark this page because I want to read what she says about marsh marigold. I forgot that was in there.
We have some growing right one block away.
Yeah, right. So, okay. Sorry to get distracted there. But gotta come back to that one.
Yeah. Anyway, so we love that book.
So whether you go to Iceland or not, definitely check that one out, especially if you live in the sort of similar ecosystem that's going to host things like uva ursi and elderberry and dandelions and all of that. You'll find a lot of friends in there.
So I hope that you really loved learning about all these books. I hope that it'll be really useful for you as you think about what books do you want to get to start your herbal library. And don't forget to subscribe and get lots more cool videos to help you grow your herbalism habit.
Right on. Okay, see you later.